In the ongoing saga of Elon Musk versus Donald Trump, there is a surprising thing with Joe Rogan. It's hard for him to decide which daddy's lap he's going to sit on today. I used to love Joe Rogan. I mean, he was great until he got into his right-wing bubble. He took a big deal with Spotify, moved to Texas, got in an echo chamber, and he just took a far right turn. He used to be very open-minded. Not so much anymore these days. He still got a little bit of that light left in him, but nothing worth note. He has on Kash Patel for this interview. And for those of you who don't know who Kash Patel is, he is the FBI director for the Trump administration. We all hate the FBI until, we get a right-wing psychopath in there, and then, it's all good now. You don't hear nothing about the three-letter agencies or what have you. But, we're just going to see what Joe Rogan has to say about Elon and Trump's spat.
You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation
What
between
is he?
Elon
Have a
and Trump.
nice day, DJ.
Now, in my opinion, Kash Patel not wanting to have anything to do with that conversation is insane. I mean, I get it. He's on the lap of Donald Trump, but dude, you're the director of the FBI. If this is any one person's conversation, it's his. This is his conversation that he doesn't want to have because his overlord is sitting on the throne right now.
Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things. And
Yeah. Listen,
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
yeah, they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
How does anybody think that Elon would know about the Epstein files? I don't know. Maybe since the very day Trump took office, every photo you've seen of Trump, you've seen Elon Musk just over his shoulder. Hey, what you doing over there? What's going on? Huh? What are we talking about right now? It's so bad that, even Elon Musk's son was around Trump all the time, which is asinine, in my opinion. And there's even clips of that kid telling Trump that he's not president, because his dad bought that seat. So it is completely ridiculous.
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump Elon thing. That's way outside
What
my
the
lane.
fuck are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't.
He clearly does not know his lane because that is it. If there, like I said, if there's one person that should be talking about the Epstein files, it is the director of the FBI. I mean, Joe Rogan, yeah, if he said that ain't my lane, he'd be right. That's not his lane. But he's sitting directly across from the FBI director.
I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day is bad for you.
Well, you raise a great point. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Half of what we have to respond to is the click army on social media.
Right.
Right.
And 50% of that plus is bots.
50% of that plus is bots, but let's take the other 50% of that. It's just constantly pushing out information to sell T-shirts or subscriptions or whatever, listen to my show.
I mean, yes, but let's get real. The real click army is the people doing this kind of commentary that I'm doing on the right. Because you can click on like Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, Matt Walsh, any of these far right psychopaths, and they can't get through 37 seconds without trying to fucking sell you MeUndies or whatever they're fucking selling at the time. It's crazy.
And then people are like, hey, FBI, why aren't you looking at this thing in Oklahoma? And I'm like, because it's fake. I don't have time for that. And
Right.
and so to your point on like social media does have a great use in terms of so the reason Dan and I don't do a lot of media is because we're the FBI. Like, let our work speak for itself.
Right.
But we have to find the right balance of going to do media and posting on social media the things we're doing and keeping people updated. And so that's the delicate balance we're trying. But what I'm learning is no matter what you do, it doesn't matter. It's going to just completely not make everyone happy. And there's no solve for that in terms of how the FBI operates. But at the same time, the FBI won't be thwarted by it. We're going to keep going. Like, do you know? I mean, I've already told you.
Okay, I want to go ahead and just say that they completely glossed over this whole Trump in the Epstein files situation, because let's get real. If this was Joe Biden or Hunter Biden or any person on the Democratic side that they don't like, fuck, man. We're at an hour and 30 minutes. The last 30 minutes of this whole podcast would have been about the Epstein files. But it's not. I mean, even earlier in this podcast, they were talking about Epstein, and Kash Patel was like, Epstein killed himself. Like, he was going on to say that, you know, the Trump administration was right on top of that to make sure blah, blah, blah. But the thing with the Epstein killing himself thing, obviously he didn't do it, right? There were cameras on this guy 24/7, and the 2 hours or whatever, they can't find the camera footage of him killing himself. Oh, until, you know, AI, of course, deep fakes are so realistic we can barely tell anymore, right? Okay. The fact of the matter is the Trump administration was the ones in power when Epstein killed himself, right? Therefore, I correlate the Trump administration being tied to it, unlike far right-wing lunatics that correlate the Clinton administration doing something. I mean, who had more power at the time? The Clintons or Trump? Let's get real.
I've been called a genocidal dictator, which is ironic since I'm the son of a man who.
Yeah, they're just completely glazing over any of this shit, which is crazy. I mean, it's not that crazy because Joe Rogan fucking loves Trump. And if there's one person on this planet that Joe Rogan loves more than Trump, that's Elon Musk. That's his buddy that's on the podcast more than anybody else. But yeah, I mean, we've lost Joe Rogan. He's been gone for quite some time. Reality evades him. But yeah, I mean, he probably feels very comfortable in his right-wing echo chamber. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think they should have went more in depth about the allegations of Trump being in the Epstein files? I personally do, but that's just me. Let me know what you think about that. Anyways, like the video if you like the video. A subscribe would really help the channel grow, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.